All right, let's talk about aid here. So, what perk does a country gain from aiding other countries? Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. So, when a country aids another country, they become future trading partners. All right. It's always great to help out our neighboring countries. You never know in the future when we need aid. There's a high probability that they will provide you with the aid because at one point they needed aid, and you know what? Their one hand washes the other, right? So when a country aids another country, they become future trading partners. Understand here the word here, trading partners. We're talking about some form of you know, aid, finance, business, commerce, right? So you have two parties when you're establishing some form of treaty between business, right? One thing to understand is the agreeing party has to profit or see some type of gain from the deal. All right, it's very unlikely that another country is going to agree to terms where they're just going to lose. All right, so then that's one thing to understand there. Right, when a country aids another country, they become future trading partners. Let's give here different forms of aids. All right, so you can provide them with military aid, military forces, right? That's usually like a double-edged sword there. You have to be very careful. Um, Usually that's like the last choice of the last choice of the last choice that any country wants to provide another country with this military aid. Um, and financial aid. All right, when we trade with other countries or we provide them with some form of aid program, we don't give them gold. We give them American grain. All right. World War II, example number one. World War II, we won. We dropped atomic bomb on Japan, on the empire of the Japanese, right? And we won the war. Okay, and we had to provide Japan with with the restructure aid. We had to rebuild their economy. We had to reestablish all that land that we damaged. Okay, so we provided aid for them. Right now, look, it's 2019, and we have great relationship with the Japanese. Right, with Japan, the country of Japan. Moving forward, right, we provided military aid for mm, several Middle Eastern countries, right? Once again, it's a double-edged sword there, right? We went in there because they were a weak state. They had many civilians participating in terrorist acts, forming terrorist groups, and we went in there, provided military force, and at the end, attempting to remove the terrorist groups, we kind of created a new generation of terrorist groups and anti-Americans, uh, individuals who kind of hate us. All right. That's two form of AIDS, right? Another form of aid would probably be like some form of organization, like the brains and the concepts behind how to macro manage a country, um, how to avoid corruption within the local police. These are what we call elites. We send elites over there. He's like, hey, look, listen, you should form of checks and balances there. You should have a census over here. Maybe uh, provide them with some type of welfare, redistribute to the poor. Okay, so these are forms of aid that you can provide other countries. All right, so when a country aids another country, they become friends and or future trading partners.